Okay, guys. So, are you guys having a good Sunday? I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Let me look into the camera instead of to the side, because as you can tell, I changed the position of my camera. So I'm still kind of looking down because I'm not a professional presenter. But okay, so happy Sunday. It's a really nice, gorgeous Sunday, and I just dropped in to do a quick com giving productivity tip related to your computer power plan before I take off. Maybe watch some YouTube movies and stuff like that. All right, so what is this power plan tip that I have for everybody? I was just doing it myself. I was doing it on my netbook. I was doing it on my laptop. All right. So if you've never done it before, go into your control panel, and if you can't see it there, look, search what they call upper right hand. Use the search function. Type in power plan. All right, has to do with your battery settings. Has to do with a lot of things on your computer that that you want to do. You want to, how can I say it? Like when it's not plugged in and when it's plugged in. Okay, when it's not plugged in and when it's plugged in, and also when your battery is low, what should the computer do? Should it just shut off in the middle of things, or should it save it and then shut off gradually? All right, so when you start doing that, here's a couple of tips. All right, here's a couple of tips I find I really like for myself. All right, so tip number one, um, whether your computer is plugged in or not, all right? Do not let your CPU go to 100%. Always let it be at about 95% maximum, because you don't want your CPU to overheat. If you run your CPU at 100%, in actuality, it might go up to 105, 110%, and it'll overheat. So keep your CPU maximum at about 95%. If you're on battery power, you might even reduce your CPU maximum to 85%. All right. What else? You know these USB ports. The computer actually turns them off when it tries to save battery life. Now, it will also do that when it's plugged in. That slows everything down. So when it's plugged in, disable that feature. When it's on battery life, enable that feature. These USB ports, sometimes you have things plugged into them, but the computer turns it off to save power. It takes a little bit longer to load up files. What else? Programs. Well, in one of your power settings, it'll say, like should I focus on programs that are at the front, or should I focus on processes in the back? And personally, I like processes in the back, because programs in the front, what it does is it loads the UI being short for user interface. That's all it does. It loads the UI. If you run processes in the back, it loads the information inside the program. So when you prioritize processes in the back, what you get are smoother video audio, you get smoother movies, you might even get smoother games. When you prioritize programs in the front, what you get are the user interface. So you get the buttons, you get the menu, you get the useless user interface. And I say it's useless because those things load first, and then you gotta wait a few minutes for the information to load. What I prefer is for the information to load, and then those controls like the menu and the files and stuff. I prefer those things to load after the information has loaded. So I prioritize background processes. All right. You prioritize programs running on the front. What you get are all the menu items, the graphic, the program stuff. I'm looking at YouTube. I see whatever, what the icons and stuff like that. That's what you see first while you wait for the information, the videos to load. I prefer the information to load first before I start using the program. So in order to do that, you prioritize background processes. All right, background processes are the things that crunch the information. See, stream the data. It's very smooth. That's all background processes. All right, so you want to prioritize background processes. You don't want to set your CPU to 100%, even when it's plugged in, because then it'll overheat, because it'll run actually at 110% maybe. So set at 95, all right, even when you're plugged in. If it's not plugged in, maybe even lower, 85. And then when your battery gets low, what do you want it to do? Do you want it to like just shut off in the middle of stuff? Do you want to like gently go to sleep or hibernate? Also, find out the difference between sleep and hibernate. All right. There are two types of shutdowns. Actually, three types. There's sleep, hibernate, and complete shutdown. Find out the difference between the three types. But sleep, hibernate, and complete shutdown in that order. And what should your laptop do when it's low on batteries? Also, what should it do when it's plugged in or on battery? Regarding, all these, all the things hanging off the computer, like USB stuff, like even a PCI bus, all the circuitry, what it should do, even your fan, what it should do, your cooling fan, what it should do when it's on battery versus what it should do when it's plugged in. Okay? And that will increase your pleasantness with your computer. So if you got a small computer and you notice when you go to YouTube or something, the videos are very slow and the website's kind of crappy, look into your power plan. And also prioritize your background processes. That's what makes the video streaming so smooth. It's not the foreground programs, it's the background processes. The foreground only loads the icons, the menu items, all that stuff, the controls basically. But no information, you gotta wait another 5 minutes for the information to load. Somebody tried to get me to swear. I swear to God, somebody did. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.